what is this self? Self is something which does not have any dimension, and it is the self we are away from. And even though everything is self, we are still away from the self. Self is trying to reach the self. It means nothing but all the consciousness wants to come back together into the center of it. The center is missing and the consciousness is scattered. This is only the scattered consciousness which helps people to do something, because it is only by doing something they can reach the self, they can reach the center. So to get the center, they need a tool which is called doing. So when they do something, they get to the self. But once the self is reached, there is no doing. Doing is only needed till the time the center is not reached. Once the center is attained, there is no doing anymore, because the work of doing is done. You are there now. So if doing is done, if doing is abandoned now here, what is the point of being in the center? What do you do there? You simply stay in ecstasy. And that is what the whole point of this cosmos is. That you try something to get to the point where you don't do things, but you are in complete happiness. Complete happiness is not in doing something. Complete happiness is in not doing something, and that needs to be understood. That in not doing there is complete happiness. So till the time you do anything, there is no complete happiness. It is when you get completely still and drop the doing and trying, because mental trying is also a part of doing. So when you stop all these things, what remains is your pure ecstasy. This is who you really are. You are nothing but happiness, which is condensed. You are happiness condensed, meaning you are bliss. So the most powerful state of happiness is who you are. You are a complete blissful state in your own self. You do not need anything. You just need something just to get in happiness or bliss. So when you are doing something, you wanted to achieve something, and that is why you do something. When we read a book, we want to get something out of the book. When we go hiking and trekking and do some kind of course, we do this so that we can get happiness. And that happiness is nothing but your home. You are doing something to get happiness. The ultimate goal of all the doings in this entire cosmos is nothing but to get the happiness. Everybody, even people who are not aware of this, are doing something to get happiness. Let's take an example of a dog. Dog does not know where he is born from and what's going to happen with him tomorrow. But he is living. He is looking for food. Why he is looking for food? He is looking for food just to fulfill itself. So when dog is fulfilled or fulfilling his stomach, he will feel satisfaction. And after right away satisfaction finishes, there is happiness. Because that moment he does not need anything. So when you don't need anything, it is called satisfaction. And right away, right after the satisfaction, there is bliss or happy moment waiting for you. And that is all what we are looking for. In anything and everything in this world, we are looking for nothing but happiness. Why? It's just because happiness is your real home. Your soul, your existence is made of nothing but happiness. You are away from your happiness. That is why you do things to connect your own happiness. When you get connected to your own happiness, you do not need this doing, trying, working. It is just there to make yourself happy. So the happiness is what we are looking for. That means if everything and anything what we do in this world to take us to happiness, it means happiness is not a chemical reaction. Happiness is just not a phenomenon, or happiness is just not like any other emotion. It is completely mistaken when people think like this. Happiness is nothing but your own self, your own existence, your own reality. Your own reality is nothing. Your own reality is not sadness. Your own reality is not something to become Prime Minister or Miss World or any other thing. Your own reality is to be happy. Simple. Because you are made out of the atoms of happiness. And that is why whatever we do, we look for nothing but happiness. Think of a position, think of a place where you are completely happy. Do you need anything else in that moment? I don't think anybody else needed anything else at that moment. Our soul, our existence is happiness. And happiness is what you can achieve more in what you like to do. Meditation is a way where you can connect to self, and you can connect to self with your own happiness. And once you are connected with your own happiness, you know the simplest and fastest path to connect yourself is just to meditate.